I wanted to do another quick video about Charlie Kirk's murder. And first off, I want to say something about my previous video. I said that I didn't have empathy for Charlie Kirk's family. At the time, I didn't know that he had 2 young children, so in that respect, I have sympathy for his children. His wife and everybody around him knew what kind of person he was, but his children did not. They loved their father, and that's understandable, and for that, I apologize. That being said, as I said yesterday, I don't condone anybody being murdered. And I knew of some of the despicable things that he said before yesterday's video, but I have rewatched and watched for the first time a lot more of his content. And the man was an absolutely atrocious human being. I stand by my statement that the world's better off without him. Although I never condone political violence. So this is a man who said that children's deaths were justified, and necessary to keep the Second Amendment. And I wonder how he would feel about that now. Just some of the things that he said. I mean, they was even more vile than what I even knew before yesterday. So in that respect, it was eye-opening. And one of the biggest annoyances that I have is all these people saying the left are violent, okay? First off, this person might have been on the liberal-leaning spectrum. The person that murdered him, I don't know that yet. I heard some reports that he mentioned fascism, or he carved something about fascism on one of the bullets, which I'm not going to say that is 100% gospel, because it's hearsay until it's proven to be fact. I don't believe conspiracy theories before they're confirmed. So it's hearsay until it's known for certain, but he may or may not have been liberal. But first off, you look back at the political violence that has transpired in this country over the last 15 years. Gabby Giffords, the democratically appointed judge's son, got murdered. Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked. Gretchen Whitmer, kidnapping plot. The lawmakers up in Minnesota. Let me think here. I had them all wrote out yesterday. My point is, the synagogue shooter. Basically, everybody who has committed political violence that I know of in the last 15 years, with the exception of the shooter of Steve Scalise. I'm not for sure what his political affiliation was, and the Texas mass shooting. I don't know what his political affiliation was, but they seem politically motivated to me. But that's speculation, so I can't really confirm or deny that, because I'm not in the frame of mind to murder someone, and I'm not in the frame of mind to know what somebody would have to be thinking to actually do that. But my point is that every political or damn near every political assassination or attempted violence that has happened in the last 15 years has been committed by Republicans, neo-Nazis / Trump supporters. Nazis and fascists are not Democrats. They don't lean left. They lean right. Light. They lean right. Jared Loughner, which was the fucking idiot, that lunatic who shot Gabby Giffords and murdered that child, something Green. I can't think of her name, but it was a little kid under 10 years old, I believe, 9-10 years old. She got murdered in that mass shooting that shooting of Gabby Giffords. That guy was a neo-Nazi. He's a white supremacist, which is the calling card of the Republican Party. Calling card of Donald Trump. And then you look at Charlie Kirk's words. I saw a video of him calling an Asian person a chink, okay? This is not my definition of an Asian person. This is what Charlie Kirk said. And he was acting like he was all tough trying to fight the dude. Come on. I'm not going to say the word again, but come on. Come on, see. So first off, Charlie Kirk probably would have got his ass whooped because dude wasn't a tough dude. Second thing, I don't believe for 1 second that a dude that looked like Charlie Kirk got a beautiful wife like his for any reason except for money, because he was a despicable person. His views on women should have been enough to basically make every woman run away from him. Okay? I mean, a man doesn't have control of a woman's body. A woman is a human being. She has her own mind. She has her own thoughts. She has her own beliefs. It is her right to choose what she wants to do with her body. Whether she wants to have kids or not. Whether she wants to be married or not. It's none of your fudging business. It's none of your business. It's none of your freaking business. Leave people alone. You know what people truly want? People just want to be happy. They want their families to be happy and safe. They don't want to have to fight and struggle and argue and scrape and just beg for what should be a human right. Dignity, respect. I mean, you wonder why. You wonder why people don't want to have kids. That's one reason. The other reason, capitalism has made it so unaffordable to have children. And in all honesty, who would want to have kids in this environment? Who would want to bring kids in this world intentionally? In my opinion, if you intentionally bring kids in the world right now, you need your head examined. And I don't know, man. The dude's words, that dude's words in itself shows why the right is so violent and so misinformed. The dude did not put out factual information. He basically took advantage of young kids that barely had an inkling of the topic that they're talking about. They don't have the life experience. Charlie Kirk was a savage. He was a political animal who basically immersed himself in that shit. So even if what he said was not true, he could spin it and he can make it sound better than it actually was to people who don't know. He corrupted so many young men in this country. The right wing, all those podcasters, Joe Rogan, the dumb fuck. I can't stand that bald piece of garbage. I'd never liked the dude, but that's just me. Just like Donald Trump never liked him. But you know, they've corrupted so many millions of young men. They've corrupted them. And it fucking sucks, dude. It's just like the young man who shot Charlie Kirk. The young man, he was 1 years old, dude. Or 21 or 22. Young. I don't care if he's on the left or the right, dude. You ruined your fucking life. You ruined your family's life. You killed him. You made a fucking martyr out of that idiot. I don't condone it. The dude didn't deserve to be murdered. He deserved to suffer for his actions, but not fucking with murder. He deserved to be ridiculed. He deserved to be ostracized. He deserved to be freaking made uncomfortable. Not fucking murdered. Just like Trump and all of them. They deserve horrible fucking, everything horrible that could happen to them without them dying is what they deserve. They deserve discomfort. They deserve horror. They deserve agony. Mental and physical. Because, you know, mental can turn into physical pain and trauma and anguish. Especially if, you know, you do self-harm or whatever else. But these people deserve to suffer, but not by murder. They deserve justice. That's not justice. Charlie Kirk had the easy way out because as soon as he was shot, he basically was gone. Because all the blood that went to his brain was gone. He lost consciousness as soon as he was shot, which is lucky for him. He deserved far worse than that fate. He deserved to suffer. And I'm not saying dying, but he deserved to suffer. He did not deserve to be bailed out by a bullet that basically made him go to sleep instantly, and it was over. It was just over for him. So he didn't even know he was shot. Because once that happened, he completely lost consciousness. So, glad for that part of it. And glad for that part of it just for his family's sake, I guess. I still don't think that I know it's not right to murder him, but my point is that they deserve to be made uncomfortable and suffer the trauma of their actions. Not murder, but he was a despicable person, and the world will be better off without him. His children will be better without him because he won't be a negative influence on them, and he won't be pushing policy that hurts them, because that's what he did. That's what he did. His kids wouldn't have suffered that fate because of his money. Because money trumps the law, which is pretty obvious because of Donald Trump. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just, I hate the whole situation. I hate that he's dead. I hate that young man ruined his fucking life. I don't care what his ideology is. And murdered Charlie Kirk and made a martyr out of him. That's the worst thing that could have fucking happened, is Charlie Kirk being dead, because he was made to look a fool every fucking week. You know, just like that young man in Britain who made him look like a fucking fool because they're a lot smarter in the UK than they are in the United States. That young man bitch slapped him. That young redheaded dude. Which I loved. I love it. I love seeing a cantankerous Brit schooling a fucking arrogant conservative American. I just think I love the British people. I love their grammar. I love their mannerisms. I just think they're awesome, man. But I digress. I think that diversity is a strength of the human race if we embrace it and learn from all the mistakes we've made in our past, which is wars and mass murder. If we can learn that, we might have a chance as a species. But as this shooting of Charlie Kirk demonstrates, it makes my belief that that's possible fade even further into obscurity than it already was. But oh well, this is way longer than I wanted it to be. But cherish your family, take care. Tell your family you love them. Every time you talk to them, tell them that you love them. Because just like Charlie Kirk, even if it's not an assassin's bullet, you could fall and hit your head. You could friggin' be hit by a car. You could be struck by lightning. It's rare, but it can happen. And you got to let people know that you love them while they're here, because you might not have a chance to say it to them. But that's all I'm going to say. Take care. Cherish your family. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.